Saurabh, come. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
So, Saurabh, tell me, where do you come from?
Sir, I belong to Alwar district of Rajasthan.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So tell me something about Alwar.
Sir, it's a district situated in NCR region, that is National Capital Region. From Alwar district, there is NH8, which is connecting Delhi, Ajmer, Jaipur, Bombay highway.
Tell me something about history of Alwar.
History of Alwar.
Anything which you know.
Sir, like visiting palace. If I talk about visiting palace, it is famous for Sariska Tiger Reserve.
Oh, very nice. You've been there?
Yes, sir. I went once.
And there is one lake also there. Which is the lake which is famous? Silicate Lake or something like that.
Sir, it's kind of Sunni.
Silicate Lake नहीं है वहाँ पर अलवर के पास ही? नहीं, आप गए नहीं कभी?
So actually, I belong to a rural region in Alwar.
हाँ?
Rural area from Alwar.
नहीं, पर कभी जाके देख के आना. It's a very nice place. I have been there.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Silicate बोलते हैं उसको.
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Yes, sir.
चलो, very nice. So today I'll be interviewing you. Yes. So I've got some insight about you by going through the PIQ form which you had filled at the time of arrival.
Yes, sir.
But we'd like to talk more about you.
Sure, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So we'll start with your education. Suppose you tell me about your percentages you scored since class 8th.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Then what are the subjects you have taken after your class 10?
Yes, sir.
Why did you select them?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing at present?
Yes, sir.
What are your future career goals? How do you want to achieve them?
Yes, sir.
Also tell me about the percentages you scored in various exams.
Yes, sir.
I like to know about your games and sports.
Yes, sir.
The games and sports in which you participated.
Yes, sir.
And if there have been any achievements.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your friends. Who are your close friends? Why do you consider them to be close?
Yes, sir.
Something about your teachers, the whom you like and those who don't impress you much.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
And anything else about your education?
Yes, sure, sir.
I'll also like to know the competitive exams you appeared and what has been their results.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, in 6th class, I went to Sainik School, Chittorgarh.
Okay.
From there, I continued my journey since class 12th. In 8th class, I scored 80% marks. Later on in 10th class, I scored 88% marks from the same Sainik School.
Okay.
After 10th class, I took PCM plus computer science. As there were only computer science and biology available in our school, so my father, I consulted with my sister and my father. They both appreciated me. They both encouraged me to take computer science, as there are many options after BTech for computer science. So I choose computer science after 10th class. In 12th class, I had 5 subjects along with computer science. In 12th class, I scored 78%. If I talk about my favorite subject, then it was science till 10th class.
No, I have not asked you about your favorite subject.
Okay, sir. If I now coming on sports activity and games activity, then I started playing volleyball since my 6th class only when I entered the school. Then later on, my interest towards various sports like basketball, like swimming, like football, it grows, and I actively participated in basketball also. Now my friends, though I have a lot of friends, whole batch was my friend, but specifically my best friend are Ankit and Deepak.
Okay.
They become my best friend in 6th class, and from that class onwards, they are my best friend. Their loyalty, if I talk about, then we 3 of us, we called our group as a trio since 12th class, and we are together till now. Together.
Okay, continue.
Okay, sir.
Other questions I asked you? Tell me about teachers. Who are the ones whom you like and those who don't impress you much?
Yes, sir. Sir, as I am from Kumbha House in Sainik School, Chittorgarh, so our housemaster, Mr. Manish Zain, sir, I was quite impressed by him. Although I like all the teachers, every teacher supported in me in every field. In every aspect, all teachers were supportive to me, but specifically Mr. Manish Zain was quite close to me, as he was our housemaster, plus he also took care of me when in 10th class when when I got say ill, that time he took care of me more than any teacher. Then I think he also influenced me to say to take defense as a career.
Okay.
And along with my father and sister, I also consulted him about my subject after 10th class. Like I chose computer science. I also consulted with him, as he was mathematics plus computer teacher. So I consulted with him also.
Okay. Anything else?
So my achievement, in 8th class, I participated in Olympiad. There I cleared class first, stage first exam.
Okay, we'll just talk about sports now. Tell me anything you achieved in sports.
Sports, sir. In volleyball, I participated in inter-house competitions as well as in district competition. District level also I participated in volleyball. Then after in 10th class, I went to CBSE cluster held in Pilani district. In basketball, I participated in inter-house competitions only.
Okay, very nice.
In swimming, sir, my hobby in 10th class, it was swimming.
No, I didn't ask you about your hobbies. We'll be talking about it much later.
Yeah, sure.
So tell me, what are your future career goals and how do you want to achieve them?
Sir, I am quite interested in joining Air Force as a pilot.
Okay.
I am preparing hard to join Air Force as a pilot through this NDA examination. Plus, I will also continue my practice to join Air Force after my graduation in FCAT or technical entry.
Okay, so what are you doing at present?
Sir, I'm following Indian Air Force.
Say again?
I'm following Indian Air Force.
Following?
No, yes, sir.
How?
On social media sites.
No. What are you doing at present means what is your academic enrollment as of now? When did you pass out from
sir,
school?
in 2022, I passed out.
22?
Yes, sir.
So since 22, what have you done?
Sir, since 22, I took 1 year drop. Though actually I was preparing for JEE examination also for technical entry. So I took 1 year drop. And now I am currently, I'm in first year. I am pursuing my BSc.
But you didn't mention anywhere. In your PIQ, you didn't mention that you are doing any BSc or something like that first year. That is a omission. Are you enrolled for first year?
Sir, actually I am doing it from private college, so their forms are not, they are still not out.
Okay. So forms are not out.
Yes, sir.
So you have taken basically a drop.
Yes, sir. Drop last year.
So what has been your JEE ranking?
Sir, I scored 70 percentile.
70 percentile.
Yes, sir. Though I filled technical entry form also.
Say again?
I filled technical entry form.
What was the cutoff?
Sir, it's not yet there. The forms are out. I have filled it. When the technical entry call letter will be there, then it will be announced.
They have not given any cutoff for that? Cutoff marks, isn't it? There is some cutoff marks that you can apply if it is more than 50% or something like that. What was the criteria?
Sir, it was in JEE examination. If I had 60%, more than 60%,
okay, so
then
60 percentile was the. So, what was your All India ranking in JEE?
JEE, sir. It was in.
You didn't go for any counseling?
No, sir.
Why?
After JEE, sir, I was willing for technical entry, so not particularly biased toward joining, doing counseling or doing colleges.
No, but you didn't get an offer to join any college?
No, sir, in 70 percentile.
So that's why I am asking you, what was your All India ranking?
Sir, it was far than 2 lakhs.
2 lakhs, more than 2 lakhs?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may like to know about it, what exactly it was there, and why did you join any college? You didn't get any college basically.
Yes, sir.
You were not able to get any college?
No, sir.
So then what did you decide?
Sir, I decided to attempt NDA examination again.
Okay, and what about JEE?
Sir, as it was my technical entry, as I was giving for technical entry and attempted JEE for that course only, so I decided to limit myself till this JEE only and now giving NDA exam.
No, but that's okay.
Yes.
Suppose you don't get through in NDA, then what will you do?
So my plan after not getting through this NDA will be preparing hard for FCAT.
No, but for FCAT you need a graduation.
Yes, sir. I will pursue my graduation.
How will you pursue your graduation?
From private college, sir. From private college at my home.
Private college, and you don't need science for that?
Yes, sir. I need. That's why.
How will you do private science studies?
I will get enrolled myself in BSc college. I will take BSc stream. Plus, I will prepare at home.
But BSc you can't be private student, na? You need practicals and other things. Which institution will enroll you as a private student?
Sir, Sikar. Bharati college is there.
So are you going after 10वीं fail 12वीं pass करो उस type के college में जाओगे?
No.
You are a bright student.
Yes, sir.
Why do you want to give up your career like that?
Sir, I consulted with my father also. He also suggested me to do the BSc from distance and continue my FCAT or CDS journey along with BSc studies. So I decided this as the better option.
Okay. Okay, we'll discuss about this later.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that gives me good idea about your academic background and other, aspirations which you have in life.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's talk about your family now.
Yes, sir.
I like to know about your parents, about your grandparents, other members of the family,
yes, sir.
Their education, their occupation.
Yes, sir.
How do you spend time together at home?
Yes, sir.
What are the activities at home in which you personally get involved?
Yes, sir.
Whom do you approach in case of a problem or if you wish to share something?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Then tell me something about your neighborhood friends. How do you spend time with them and what kind of activities?
Yes, sir.
Okay? And lastly, tell me what kind of pocket money you get. How do you spend it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So talking about my family, I have 4 members in my family. We are 2 siblings, my elder sister and my grandfather. He died in 2004. Though my grandmother is still alive, she is living with my uncle. And about my family, my father, he is an ex-serviceman. He retired in 2011 from 5 Kumaon Regiment. My mother, she is 12th pass. She is housewife. My elder sister, she has done MSc in physics. Now currently she is probationary officer in SBI Bank.
Okay.
Now about my neighborhood, though I was not at my home since my 6th class, earlier also I was with my father only. So whenever I get time at my home also, when I was at my home, I used to spend time with my family as well as my neighborhood friends. They are also of my same age, as they are also pursuing the same BSc and BTech. So we usually get time together in evening or in morning. Talking about my pocket money, in brief, I don't get pocket money. Whenever I need money, I ask it from my father.
Okay.
Spending
but you
time.
are staying in a hostel. How can you ask your father every day? Send me 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 100 rupees.
No, sir. Every Sunday I asked. Every Sunday or nearly 2 Sundays. Whenever, if I need any books to purchase, if I need any groceries or toiletry items, then I asked to my father to send me this much money, or he used to order it online.
What is an average? So last 1 year, you've been staying here, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what is the average you have been getting every month, and how have you been spending it?
Sir, it's not even. Actually,
what do you understand by average?
Average the total.
So if there are 12 months,
yes, sir.
and you've been getting 1,000 rupees per month, then it becomes 12,000 in a year.
Yes, sir, sure, sir.
So if I ask you on an average 1,000 rupees, how did you spend? So how much was the amount in your case, and how do you justify it?
Yes, sir, it's nearly 500.
Okay, and how do you spend?
Sir, spending, I divide my money, like I buy some book related to my course, plus any item, if I'm lacking in any items, some soap or some hair oil, some comb, I used to spend on them.
What else?
Or some fruits also.
Okay.
Particularly of that season.
Tell me, what all books have you purchased in last 1 year?
Yes, sir. As I was preparing for my NDA exam, I purchased Disha publication book for NDA PYQ book for maths as well as for GAT.
How much does it cost?
Sir, it was nearly, math was 636 and for GAT it was 392.
Okay. Yes, so 2 books you purchased. What about rest of the time you've been getting money for 1 year now?
Sir, that's what. Actually, whenever I needed, I told my father that Papa, now I need to buy a book. So he said,
you bought only 2 books. You said whenever you want, you only bought 2 books in a year.
Yes, sir, as I was prepared.
You just told me you bought only 2 books.
A book particularly of that course, like if I am preparing.
What were the other books which you purchased?
Sir, in 12th class I purchased S. Chan for physics, fundamental physics book I also purchased in 12th class. For maths also R.D. Sharma I bought in 12th class. So that time I asked my father.
That time you were in Sainik school?
I said that time was Corona period, so I was at home.
Huh? Corona?
Yes, sir, Corona period.
So you were actually at home?
Yes, sir, actually at home.
Okay, then?
At that time, sir, if I needed, sir, to buy some book, that time I told my father.
Then उसके बाद? There's been 1 year by now, ना?
Yes, sir.
1 साल में और क्या किया?
Sir, prepared for NDA.
So you said every month I buy some books. So I am asking you which all books have you purchased?
No, sorry, sir. Pardon me. I said if I needed some book, then I bought every month.
वो तो पिछले साल खरीदी थी. पिछले 1 साल में क्या किया तुमने?
Related to books.
So I am only asking you about your expenditure on your pocket money.
Yes, sir.
You said that I buy books. So I am asking you which all books did you buy?
Sir, course.
So now you tell me that it was last year. So this year you won't purchase any books.
Only 2 books I purchased, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you do with the rest of the money? You got 6,000 rupees in a year.
Sir, sorry, sir, but whenever I needed money, I told my father. Like now, if I am need money, then I tell him the actual price of that book or say the thing I am buying. Like if I am buying any mirror, then I tell him, Papa, I need 100 rupees. So
okay.
If he sends me 500.
So whom do you approach in case of a problem or if you wish to share something?
Sir, my father. I approaches my father.
So give me 2 instances when you approach your father for something.
Sir, first was in 10th class when I chose this subject, computer science.
That you already told me. What were the other instance?
Yes, sir, sure, sir. When I was like in this 1 year only, I was in starting I was feeling little bit depressed. That time I approached my father. He gave me solution as he is from army background. He also suggested me many things to do.
So why were you depressed?
Sir, my NDA was not getting cleared, so little bit, not particularly stressed, depressed, but.
So this is the first time you cleared the NDA?
Yes, sir, this is the first time.
Okay. So rather than depressed, you were disappointed with your performance, isn't it?
Yes, sir, disappointed would be a good word.
Okay. So you shared with him. What did he tell you?
Sir, first thing he said to be more patient and just be working until my attempts end. Just be patient and working.
Okay, let's talk. How do you spend time at home with your family and other members, your grandmother?
Yes, sure, sir. After 10th class, when Corona period was there, that time only I got some time to spend with my family, particularly with my mother and my grandmother. As my sister, she is 10 years elder than me, so she got married in 2018 only. So on occasionally she used to come to our home like on Diwali, before Diwali, after Diwali. So it was quite less time to spend with her, but with mother and with my grandmother, I spent it full time, like from morning to end, having meals together, going to temple together, going to fields together, working there together.
But you said your grandmother stays with your uncle.
But sir, it means that they are, our house is parallelly. Means their house is in just front of our house.
Okay.
So she comes whenever I was there, so she can come to our home, then she can go back to their home.
Why does she stay with the uncle and not with your father?
Sir.
What is your uncle doing?
Sir, he is advocate.
Okay. And when did your father retire?
In 2011.
Tell me something about your father's unit.
5 Kumau. Sure, sir. Kumau. Sir, he was HI in PW. So he was instructor in Mau. So I was also there in Mau. So I only know that thing. Sorry, sir.
What was your age that time?
Sir, 3 or 4 years.
Okay. And when did your father retire?
2011.
2011.
Yes, sir.
So since then, what has he been doing?
Sir, he's working with HCL company in Delhi. He is in administration. He is in HCL company Delhi.
HCL company.
HCL.
HCL.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is his job content?
Sorry, sir.
What is his job content? क्या काम करते हैं?
Sir, he is in administration. He used to look after, like particularly if I go, means admin work.
Okay. Do you know anything about famous battles fought by Kumaon Regiment?
Kumau Regiment.
Okay. Since you are keen to join army, what do you know about army?
Sir, I am willing to join Air Force.
Air Force.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about Air Force. How is the Air Force organized? What is the organization of Air Force?
Sir, talking about history, it was in 1932, 8th October 1932. It was Royal Indian Air Force, but later on.
Tell me about the organization. How are they organized? Air Force. How is it organized? What kind of units, or just like in army, you have got units and battalions and
yes, sir.
brigades. So what do you have in Air Force?
Sir, at the bottom they have section. Then after flight, then after they have squad.
So how many aircraft should be there in a flight?
Sir, 3 aircraft, 3 to 4 aircraft. In flight, sir. In section 3, in 6 to 7, sir. In flight, 6 to 7 aircraft.
6 to 7.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
2 sections are there.
What all kinds of flights are there? What is the various equipment which is there in the Air Force? Type of equipment.
Type of equipments like aircraft.
Yeah. What kind of aircrafts are there?
Sir, aircraft, there are fighting aircrafts like Rafale, Sukhoi. There are bomber like Jaguar, like unmanned drone, bomber unmanned drone taken from Israel, Heron, and also patrolling vehicles like.
So recently, India, is working on a futuristic aircraft. Do you know something about it?
Sir, it's Tejas.
No, Tejas is not the futuristic one. So tell me about Tejas only. What is Tejas?
Tejas, sir, it's first indigenously built by HAL. It is
what kind of
Delta
aircraft? Is it a jet aircraft, or it is a turbo aircraft, or what is it?
Sir, it is a jet aircraft.
Okay.
It has delta wing.
Okay.
And
what is delta wing?
Sir, like Rafale, it has D-like structure, like delta structure. It's a trapezium type shape.
Okay. What is the advantage of delta wing?
Sir, it gives more thrust.
You studied physics?
Yes, sir, in 12th class.
Do you know how does this aircraft function?
Yes, sir. There in turbo and in jet. In jet, sir, it used to intake air and it get heated inside the engine, and when the air, that heated air releases from the backside, it generally gets its speed. In turbo, the same work which in jet the engine does. In turbo engines, the fan beside the aircraft they used to take the air intake and they used to thrust it behind, and it gets its speed.
Okay, that's nice. You may like to know more about it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So nowadays, a lot of this missiles and all are being used.
Yes, sir.
So since you are keen to join Air Force,
yes, sir.
How do you what do you understand of these missile systems which are there, especially in Israel, which Israel is using?
Yes, sir. Like Hamas used on Israel 5,000 missile. So I think it is like it's the futuristic need, as well as it's changing the manpower. Like army in 1971 or in 1999, when Indian Army fought with Pakistan, it was the hand-to-hand, means man-to-man combat. It was there, but now like Hamas attacked the Israel, or Israel is doing on Hamas, like they are propelling rockets or some say missiles on them. So it causes casualty, but it's the practical.
No, tell me
solution.
the Iron Dome missile system with Israel. What is it and how does it work?
Sir, it's an anti-missile system. It's basically whenever a enemy missiles enters the territory, or say the in radar of the Iron Dome, it used to hit in air only. It doesn't let it penetrate into its territory.
Okay.
So
Anything
it's
else?
Iron Dome. Like Iron Dome, Israel has, India also has S-400 missile system taken from Russia.
Okay, very good. Okay, it gives me good idea about your family and other related aspects.
Yes.
Let's talk about your hobbies, interests, playtime activities. What do you like to read? Okay, what kind of newspaper or periodicals do you read?
Yes.
What do you watch on TV?
Yes, sir.
How do you make use of internet when the facility is available?
Yes, sir.
And tell me about your routine on a working day and a holiday.
Yes, sir. Starting from my hobby, sir, it became my hobby in 7th, 8th class only. I started running, so it is still it's my hobby. Like jogging or running, it's my hobby. And talking about my interest, it's quite watching movies or watching sci-fi movies, science fictional movies. I'm quite interested in them. Talking about my games, I like to play volleyball, as I mentioned earlier. Though I participated in various games in my
No,
school
I'm
time.
just asking about your hobbies and interests. Not sports, you already told me.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah.
Hobbies, that's jogging, and interest is watching movies, specifically science fictional movies.
Only movies. And what kind of extracurricular activities and co-curricular activities you participated in?
In school time, sir. Sir, like debate competitions, like declamation, Hindi, English declamation. If it would be there, then I keenly participated. In debate also, I keenly participated in house dramas, which were organized every month. In them also, I participated.
What is that? House drama?
So it's a house show, sir. Like we were having
in Sanic school?
Yes, sir, in Sanic school.
So what have you done in last 1 year?
Last 1 year, sir, I participated in English debate competition here in RDA. There, I secured first position.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the topic?
Sir, should military training be made compulsory in India?
So what should it be?
Sir, actually, I spoke against the motion.
So what are your comments against the motion?
Sir, my comments, I gave various examples, like though China has this policy to serve the nation. Many countries has this policy, but I think right now India is not in that situation to make this compulsory. Plus we also have NCC. If someone wants to join army or want to get connected to armed forces or defense forces, he or she can take NCC as their prior
So
choice.
now this Agniveer scheme has come. What do you have to say about it?
Sir, it's good. Sir, the main aim of Agniveer was not to force all youngsters into army. Its objective was different, so it's good. Plus, Indian Army has taken this decision. Defense Forces has taken.
So what are the pros and cons of it?
Agnipath scheme, Agniveer. Sir, talking about pros, there are many pros. Like it will reduce the average age of Indian soldier, like from 32 to 26. It will increase youngster in Indian Army. Yeah, right. Plus, the youngster who were in starting who were only who has joined Indian Army and they were to be in Indian Army. Now they get opportunity after 4 years. Like if any youngster is wanting to serve the country for 4 to 5 years, like in SSC, Short Service Commission is there. So as a Jawan also he can serve his country, and then after he can come to home.
Okay.
And for army also, like
okay, what kind of books and all you have read? What do you do to keep yourself abreast with the environment? What is happening?
Updates, sir. I used to read Times of India newspaper. Then after I took help of social media also, like InSort app. If I talk about books, then I recently read CDS journal, Anil Chauhan's biography.
Okay.
And before that, I also read Lieutenant General Satish Dua biography on the surgical strike, how it happened and all that.
Oh, very nice.
And I also read self-motivating book like The Habit. I recently read The Habit book.
Okay.
And Atomic Habits.
You said you used to read newspaper. Why don't you read it now?
Used to read it. Sir, Times of India, I used to read, but when I got the phone, there the old news was available to me by my phone, so I started taking use of my phone.
So you stopped reading newspaper, now you bank on your phone.
Yes, sir. Kind of.
So what are the topics you are very familiar with? What is happening in the environment today?
Sir, as Israel-Palestine war is going in India, Manipur crisis were there. Now Infantry Day was.
Tell me international crisis. What are the international
crisis? Yes, sir. Day before yesterday, only 8 Indian Navy personnel were sentenced to death by Kuwait Supreme Court. So
tell me, what is the problem in South China Sea?
South China Sea. Sir, South China Sea, it's basically the area in the southern region. China used to claim it as its territory, but as it is a main reason to connect these small islands like Indonesia, Japan, this type of country. So it's a good trade route also.
Okay.
So to counter it, Quad was formed, and China basically takes its own territory. He claims its own territory as South China Sea.
So who are the parties to the conflict?
Sorry, sir?
Who are the other parties
to conflict
in South China Sea?
Sir, all the nations in that, like island countries.
Oh, which are these?
I think sir, Indonesia. So sir, I am not well read about this.
Okay, but you were saying you keep getting updates and all. Tell me what is happening with Vietnam and India relations?
Vietnam and India relations. Sorry, sir.
Okay, doesn't matter. What are the international topics which you are interested in?
International topics.
Okay, tell me something about Armenia-Azerbaijan war. When did it happen? What was the outcome? Or Russia-Ukraine, how did it start and where are we today?
Sir, it started a long back ago, 2 years earlier, when this Ukraine was willing to join NATO, but Russia was having problems as if it's joined the NATO, then as it was under the USSR earlier, Ukraine, so it has the problem like if Ukraine joins the NATO, then Russia will be in a position where their borders will be guarded by NATO. So this conflict was this. It's been nearly 1 to 2 years when this war started, and now if we talk about then.
So what was the India's role in Ukraine crisis?
Sir, firstly India evacuated its citizen from Ukraine. Then after we also sent humanitarian aid to Ukraine.
Okay, very good. What else?
India on Russia and Ukraine conflict, India was neutral, kind of neutral, as it is in Israel and Palestine war. India was neutral.
Okay. Anything else which you are very confident of?
About Russia, Ukraine?
No, any topic. Any current affairs topic you are very confident of? Name any topic. कुछ तो होगा. Manipuri बता दे सकते हैं. Manipur, you mentioned Manipur and all.
Sir,
what is the problem in Manipur?
Sir, it's between the two tribes, Meitei and Kukis. Meiteis were living in the land part that not the hilly areas, and Kukis were on the hilly area. So the main conflict was like political also. If I relate, then they were having Kukis were having less constituencies as they have less population also. So the conflict started there. They also like paraded women naked. Because of that also this got fired.
Okay, that's good. So if you were to judge yourself, what are the two qualities in your personality you are proud of and two things you want to improve on?
Sir, I am proud of, sir. First thing I would say my determination.
Okay.
And second thing, to join Indian Air Force. To joining Indian Air Force as pilots. So joining pilot, as I was told about it.
That is part of your determination. What else do you feel happy about yourself?
Then taking responsibilities. I am responsible.
Responsible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and two things you want to improve?
So first thing I would say my journal awareness.
Okay.
More and more on journal awareness. And second thing it would be my communication skills. Getting a little bit more fluency.
Okay. What are you doing about it?
So for fluency, I am trying to speak with my best friend or my friends also in English only. Or like most of the time. But
you were in a Sainik school for 7-8 years.
Yes, sir.
Why do you still have a problem?
In communicating. So in communicating specifically English.
Okay, tell me something about your NCC experience.
Sir, yeah. NCC, I took NCC, Navy NCC. Our center was in Udaipur, Banraj NCC, Naval NCC. In 8th class, I took a Naval NCC. Then for that, I went to 10 days camp in Udaipur. I got grading B in NCCA certificate.
That's all?
Yes, sir. Else NCC routine was the routine of Sainik school.
So Saurabh, it was nice talking to you.
Yes, sir.
We had a very nice discussion and I am sure you also understood about yourself.
Yes, sir.
So wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.